Well, my friends, a list came out this morning of all the times Kamala Harris has flip-flopped on different policies, so I decided to print them all out and put them in a binder. This is my folder of Kamala's flubs, flip-flops, and failures, Volume 1. We would have done Volume 2, but we already cut down half the trees in the rainforest for this part. If flip-flopping on policy was an Olympic sport, Kamala Harris would have a gold medal. She flip-flops so much, I call her Miss Chanclas. If you don't know what chanclas means, ask the Venezuelans in Aurora, Colorado. Kamala's flip-flopping is so bad, journalists say they are reading tea leaves to figure out what her policies are. I don't want to have to read tea leaves. You're one heartbeat away from the presidency. We're less than 2 months from the election. Tell us where you stand. We should not have to call Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, to figure out what Kamala's policies are. I'm getting a ban on fracking. I'm getting a price capping coming in. I'd also like to point out we still don't have a policy section on Kamala's website. There's not a policy in sight. Many Americans want to print them out, look at them, sit around the kitchen table and say, how is this person going to enrich my life? There are millions of Americans for whom English is their second language. They might like to print out the policy, see a translation, and also ask the same questions. Kamala, she's lazy. She doesn't want to do any of that. Now, what really confuses me is that in Kamala Harris's calamitous CNN interview, she said, my values haven't changed. My values have not changed. So what does that mean? Do you still want to ban fracking if you become president? Do you still want to do price capping on groceries? What's going on? Do you want worldwide famine, locusts, monsoons? Kamala, let me know. The one policy Kamala supported a few years ago that I could never get behind is banning plastic straws. I am sorry that sweet little sea turtle got the straw stuck in its nose a few years ago. That's terrible, it's unfortunate, it's tragic, but the fact of the matter is, if you make me use a flimsy little paper straw that gets soggy in my mouth after 5 minutes, Kamala, we're gonna have a problem. Kamalamity, if you're listening, please, I will give you open borders. I will give you your pseudo-communist price capping policies that will never pass. But please, don't take my plastic straws. Going back to Kamala flip-flopping for a second, imagine trying to date Kamala Harris. You'd be like, babe, where do you want to go for dinner? She will change her mind 50 times on the way to Ruby Tuesdays. Kamala Harris flip-flops so much, she's so indecisive, nobody knows where she stands because she can only get the courage to do an interview once every 40 days on a friendly network. What's gonna happen in the Situation Room when Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, President Xi try to start something and she's got 6 minutes to make a decision? The last thing I'll say is this. You guys know I call it like I see it on both sides of the aisle. I'm not owned by the RNC, the DNC. The only thing I'm beholden to is the truth. And yes, Donald Trump has evolved his views over the last few years as well on several issues. The difference here is very stark. When you go to Donald Trump's website, he has a 16-page PDF with his entire policy proposal. He sits down for interviews almost every single day. Kamala, we can't ask her questions. We're 2 months out from the election. We have no idea where she stands on many major issues. This is terribly concerning. All right, thanks for liking and following. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think about everything going on right now. I will see you on the next one. Bye.